Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, everyone.
Ooh.
How's it going? Welcome to episode 2, which does not have a name because we've decided that we're not going to name a podcast before we know what we actually talked about, because who knows where our conversations are going to go. So we're not going to start with an episode name, but welcome to our second episode. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Kyle McCollum from Max Toys and Comics. Kicking it over to Randy.
I'm Randy. I'm from 98 Culture Comics and Collectibles. We're a brick and mortar Spearfish, South Dakota store. Got a small website, 98culture.com. We're on Facebook instead. Check us out. Got a lot of stuff. Sideshow, hot toys, all sorts of stuff.
All right. Next up, go ahead, Billy.
Nope, sorry guys, that's me. I'm Bill from Beyond the Realms Toys. Small little, dude collecting toys up here in the Pacific Northwest. We got a Facebook. We're live every Wednesday, 3 p.m. here at Collector's Castle, and we got an Insta, Beyond the Realms Toy Shop. And what's going on, guys?
And Chad.
Hey, good evening, guys. I'm Chad. I'm currently living in Virginia, just a major league collector, and hope you guys are doing well and starting off your week of Christmas right with here at the castle.
Awesome. Hey, well, thanks again. Hey, we appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Just remember, I posted out there. I'll do this occasionally throughout the podcast. We are currently streaming on Facebook Live, and possibly, if it's working correctly, this may be streaming directly to Facebook or onto YouTube. So if I fixed it right this week, it's actually going to be on YouTube. So, and if I didn't, well, we'll figure out later. So
episode 1,
enjoy. So I will be posting in the comments occasionally. There's a link that you can click on so that when you type in a comment, we can actually see your actual name and not just Facebook user. So, again, welcome in, everyone. We did just want to take a couple minutes and welcome you all to the Castle Roundtable. I'm going to start off with a new little segment. Just kind of new member shout-outs this week. We had 5 new members join us up. A couple new people joined up. I couldn't actually go back to the week before because otherwise I wouldn't have had enough room on here. So we're gonna have to figure that out for the future lives. But we did want to give a quick shout out to these 5 members who joined in the last 2 days. So thanks again for joining us. Up, if you want to kick it over to Chad. Chad, if you want to talk about a little bit of our YouTube channel.
Yep. One thing that I did over this last time that we went live is kind of took over to the dormant YouTube channel that the castle had and started uploading some of my own personal things. I did get episode 1, so episode 1 is downloaded on YouTube right now and available to watch. As far as we really want the YouTube channel to be more of a community channel, it's not ours, it's yours. With that in mind, I have kind of reached out to a few people, but let everybody know I'm actually interested in your videos. Whether it's an unboxing of a cool toy or a collection video, whatever you want to send me. We'll take a look at it, and if I need to edit it out or anything, and then we'll throw it up on our YouTube channel for everybody to check out. I really hope everyone takes advantage of this opportunity. I think it would be a really neat thing to see. I've not seen a YouTube channel that's dedicated to multiple collectors. I think that would be a really unique thing and cool thing for us. Speaking of, I really need you guys to go over and just subscribe. And for a little bit of incentive, a little giveaway tonight. There's a little Lego playback set. It is 57 pieces. And all you have to do to register to win this is go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Take a screenshot, and then just DM your screenshot to me. And then tomorrow we will pick a winner, and I will get this to you. And actually, maybe if it's early enough, Tuesday tomorrow, I might actually get it there for Christmas. Which brings me up to the next thing, Kyle. I guess what the giveaway or the Lego challenge, or we have something else?
Well, we just wanted a couple of little housekeeping type things. So obviously, here I posted the YouTube link right there. It's in the YouTube. It's in the link is in our chat. So there it is for you guys to make it easy for you to go ahead and click on that. We are still working on solidifying kind of a seller schedule, as well as other content schedule, right? So we've made it clear moving forward. Yes, this is there's a selling channel here, but there is also this is supposed to be an area where we want to celebrate the collectors, celebrate your collections, know your stories. This is your houses as much as ours, right? So we're going to be doing member spotlights. We're going to be doing multiple different things. We're going to be doing things like a Lego contest that Chad will be talking about in just 1 second. But I do want to kind of jump into a kind of a major announcement. So I hope you guys, I don't know, I think at this point, if we can get someone to pound on their desk with like a little bit of a drum noise, but major announcement is we have 4 versions of the new logo that we are working on. We're still playing around a little bit with fonts. We're still playing around with kind of color schemes and things like that. But remember, we are going to be presenting this to you, 3 or 4 of these logos, probably by midweek. And you guys are going to vote on it. And whatever logo you pick, that is what our logo is going to be. And so January 1st, we're going to roll out with a brand new logo selected by you, the members. So we're really excited about this. Hired a top-notch designer to just help us out with this. She came out with I think, gave me something like 15 different designs, went back and forth. And these are kind of the top 4, where we're kind of sitting. And so, like I said, in the next, I would expect maybe by Thursday, we'll be able to put this out there for a poll. We'll probably run it through next week. And then officially make the announcement at the first of the year on which is the winning logo, and we will be rebranding everything. So very, very, very cool. Very excited about it. We're so awesome. We're just thrilled with this. Any comments from you guys? Any thoughts?
It looks good.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. All 4 of them look good.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we're going to make
sure designer.
What's that?
Kudos to the designer.
Yep. Yeah. She's I always tease her. So she's I've known her, through work for a while. And my joke with her is I just happen to hear her office is right next to mine. And she was talking about music or something like that, and started talking about Mark Wahlberg, and they were talking about a movie of his. And I go, "Oh yeah, Marky Mark." And she goes, "Who's that?"
Huh.
I go, "Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark. Do you not?" She's like, "No, I didn't know you. He was in a band." Yes, yes, he was. So that makes you feel old. So anyways, expect by Thursday, you guys are going to be able to pick the Newcastle logo for us. So that's pretty darn exciting. So moving along, our first contest that we're going to be running. I'm going to kick it over to Chad to explain it to you guys. So Chad, you got the table.
All right. Thank you, Kyle. This is actually something that me and Kyle talked about first time a year and a half ago, and we're finally starting to do it. And it's going to be really fun. It's just a little bit of a Lego challenge where we're going to all pick the same set. Actually, no, correction. You guys are going to pick the set, and we're going to go buy it, and we're going to jump on a live, and we're going to build it. I know like Randy's down, and Kyle and Billy are all going to be participating in this, just so we can have some fun with it. We're going a little competitive, and we'll see who can get done first. But we're also extending this out to you guys, the members. If you are interested in doing this, you're more than welcome to go pick out the same set yourself and build it at at home on the live with us. If we get enough participation from the members, we're going to kind of compile some Lego stuff to give away. That really all just depends on admins can't really win prizes, so we really need you guys to sign up to do this with us. I think Kyle, 10 at a time on here.
Yeah. I mean, it's here we go. Yeah. Got a little comment out there from someone I'm a little familiar with. But I think this is fantastic. Chad brought this up to me, a while ago. The thought of doing something that's more member participation, right? And we'll see how it goes. I mean, we could have 5 people decide they want to do it. We could have 50 people. We honestly have no idea what this is going to look like, right? But that also leads to, if you have thoughts or ideas, please feel free to message any one of our admins. You have a voice here, and just tell us what you're thinking. What are you looking for, right? I mean, we want this to feel like your home as much as ours. So this is just something that Chad's passionate about. I love doing Legos. My son loves. Who doesn't love Legos, right? We went back and forth a lot on trying to select. We thought what might be 4 kind of fun ones for people to do. So and what's the bonsai tree at? What is it?
Okay. Yeah, our 4 sets. The bonsai tree is it retails for $40 at Walmart. I actually saw a big display of them there today. It has 878 pieces. Of course, you guys can see on the screen here, it's actually interchangeable. So a lot of your pieces are going to be the cherry blossoms. You can go either way. You can go with the green or you can go with the cherry blossom look on it. So, but it's actually a really cool set. I actually put something in the chat. If you have that NECA Karate Kid, man, that would make a wicked display.
Yeah. So we're gonna, when we post these, we are gonna post a couple different links for you guys. And you can always reach out to Randy. I think Randy also carries some of this stuff. I carry no Legos. And Billy might go out there and find them and hunt them down and get them for nothing.
Dirt cheap. Hey, do you guys like you guys that build? Because I can't remember the last time I built a fucking Lego set.
Yeah.
But how quick are you guys with the instructions? Like, do you guys open up the instructions and be like how is your guys' process in building Legos? Like, do you guys open all the fucking little baggies up and spread out all the little pieces and then start picking at it, or do y'all leave everything in the bag and start picking one by one and reading the instructions and stuff like that? Because I'm a slow motherfucker.
I got the perfect answer, Billy, to promote the YouTube channel. I have Lego builds currently posted on our YouTube channel. Go check.
Now, well, let's say if you didn't have any. Let's say, like, for me, I'm just like, if I grab one of these, I'm probably gonna lose because my ass is gonna take forever to build them motherfuckers. But I am good at building shelves and shit like that. So I'm like, IKEA furniture, I'll build the shit out of an IKEA Donta whatever shelf the fuck is called. But I'm kind of looking forward and grabbing one of these and trying to beat y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
The competition is just something fun. I mean, I think the point that everyone needs to have going into this is have fun. Legos are awesome. So
and remember, guys, the key on this is that we're going to be all doing this together as live, right? Not just like the 4 of us want to do it, right? but depending on the member feedback, I mean, we may have to do 2 or 3 of these. We have no idea.
Okay, so is there like
I'm-
sorry. Is there a time? Sorry,
First
maybe y'all
person-
told me this. I
first
forget shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah. First
is there a
person to
time limit? And if so, if like we give ourselves a time limit, do we have to like just stop and see how far we got?
No, it's literally going to be first person to finish wins.
Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, y'all better not cheat, man. Get it to your kids and.
Oh no, I'm definitely bringing in my son. He's a ring.
Cool. All right, it's gonna be
really
fun, y'all. It's gonna be fun. I hope everybody out there, man, pick one of these, man. Pick one of these and let's rock and roll, man. This thing looks fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun for us.
Hell yeah.
All right, so kicking over to the next thing, Randy, we wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about packing and shipping, and just kind of as sellers, what do we see, and I think Randy just wanted to spend a little time with it, and we'll kick it around the table a little bit. So, Randy, I'm going to kick it over to you if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. So, one of the things I seem to continually get complimented on is my packing and my shipping, and it's kind of a source of pride for me. And I've learned plenty of lessons along the way, and I've learned some great lessons in Facebook groups. I've gotten really well wrapped packages, and I always kind of wondered what I needed to do to keep a good reputation, have a good reputation as a seller that's not a big box store or a big website. The lessons I've learned, first of all, if you're not selling directly on eBay with the eBay shipping discounts, you need a pirate ship account or a Shippo account. They're cheap. They're free. Not even cheap. They're free. They're well worth it. Just everybody should have it. If you've been going to the post office this week and seen the 80 people waiting for like the one teller, just do this at home. It takes literally a $20 or $30 mail scale off of Amazon or something like that. A pirate ship account, and not even a color printer, just an inkjet printer, some cheap black and white printer, and boom, you're shipping at home for cheaper than you'll ever get going to the post office. So that's easily step number one to shipping a lot of stuff, or even just shipping, a package to grandma or, whoever. The second thing is pre-weigh your products. Especially if you're ordering something in bulk, like a wave, anything like that, once you get that wave in, if you have time and you can actually go to a website like Uline or anybody who does bulk box sales, and you can figure out what 1 figure, 2 figures, 3 figures wrapped in bubble wrap, how much space that's going to take in a box and what it's going to weigh, and you can get that ahead of time, it'll save you so much time in the long run, especially if you're doing eBay sales. If you're running off a pirate ship and you can set up a standard ship rate, it's easy when people say, hey, I'm in California, how much would it cost for shipping? And you can be like $7.18. I know exactly what size box I'm going to ship it in. I know how much that's going to weigh, and I know it's going to get there in 3 days, and I'm going to ship in 24 hours. So that's the big things going to start with. When it comes to actual packaging, like I kind of talked about with companies like Uline and some of the bulk packaging companies, you can get giant rolls of bubble wrap. I'm a hoarder, and I get packages in the mail. I was just talking with Kyle this the other day. I actually get excited when people send me really good packing supplies in a box I ordered. And I'm like, well, this is really good bubble wrap. There's no way I'm throwing this away. I'm peeling tape off the bubble wrap, rolling it up. I literally have I get the leaf bags for your yard, and I have 6-foot bags stuffed with bubble wrap and all sorts of, if you ordered from Diamond Comics has the greatest perforated bubble wrap that is so universally amazing. I'm not telling you to get a Diamond wholesale account just for their bubble wrap, but it's pretty awesome, and I save every bit of it I get.
Fantastic. Their boxes,
they're bulletproof.
Yeah.
So definitely one of my tips and tricks is definitely just recycle. Definitely, save, recycle, reuse any packing supplies you can get. You can overpack stuff that way, and it's not costing you anything. My other number one tip for packaging, and people might disagree with me on this, and maybe it's because we do some comic books and stuff like that, but I use painter's tape for everything. It's a clean peel off for the people getting it. It holds well. It's just a nice, clean, easy thing to add, and then always make sure you stick your business card or a sticker or something in that box so they know who they're buying from, and maybe they got your logo on their water bottle, or they're throwing them on a stop sign in their neighborhood. Who knows? But there's my packing tips and tricks for you guys.
What about you, Billy? What do you? I got a packing nightmare. Right?
Um,
So let me.
well,
I'm gonna give you, but I'm gonna give you a nightmare story. So let's go to Billy next, and then I'm gonna wrap it up with what not to do.
I mean, real quick, I'm a dumpster diver. I go behind the dumpsters. I open the dumpster. If GameStop got good boxes, where I work, we sometimes get packages in. All my coworkers know what we do on the side, so they say like, "Hey, do you need this box?" Yes, and it has those air. I get those air bubble packaging thing, the bubble wrap, uh like this, like, I don't know, some kind of tissue paper. So I get a lot of that's how I it saves me money. That's how I kind of come up with a lot of the packing stuff, man. And or some old wrapping paper, some plastic bags. I whatever's handy. I mean, and I try to make it as cushy as I could with what I can and not as heavy, so that, and then I don't really drop cards as it. So if you got in a package from me, on the side of the box, I kind of write Beyond the Realms.
I've got one of Billy's boxes. Yep.
and it's just, I don't know. It's just I like writing, so I just like writing on that stuff. And I just figured if somebody needs to reuse my box again, it's a good box and it's gonna have my name all over it. You're gonna have to scratch it off or something. But that's how kind of I get my. That's, I guess, how people know that their packages here.
Yeah,
all the graffiti on the front, I guess.
Hey, I could tell it takes time for you to do that, right? It's not just like a, I mean,
well, it is. Well, I've been doing it so long. It's just it's natural. It's how I kind of write.
Yeah. So one day I would always, always remember, everyone, as a seller, you want to make sure that your product, anything that someone buys from you gets there in the best shape possible, right? Short of, and we all hear the nightmare stories about UPS or USPS and FedEx and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you package yourself well, okay, your customer will be taken care of. Now, I've gotten stuff from people before. I recently got a box where nothing was bubble wrapped. Everything was just, loose figures were just thrown in the box. Nothing but packing peanuts. I almost threw bath pieces away because they were separated. That is a thing to not do, right? If you have loose figures, I put them in baggies and then I tape them up, right? Just things like that. Think about it. Try to look at it from the perspective of, if you buy something, how would you like to get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think all of us here look at it, right?
Absolutely.
I don't want to get something and have it be damaged, especially half the time. I'd say actually more than half the time, I'm buying for stock. And then the other half the time I'm buying for personal gift or for myself or something like that. So just, if you do have a bad experience, always reach out to the seller, give them at least give them the opportunity to make it right. 9 times out of 10, they'll make it right with you. That 10th time, you probably don't want to deal with them anyways. So.
Yep. And Kyle, you kind of touched on it. We're all collectors. Honestly, all the tips and tricks I get, it's really just, like you said, I'm shipping things the way I want to receive them when I purchase stuff online. And if it does show up damaged, I'm just like you. I really want you to be happy. So just reach back out to me. And if I can fix it or rectify it in any way, I'm absolutely going to do that. That's just part of the game. I don't get upset when people have issues. I've had people return stuff saying it was broken or didn't work, but it was fine when I got it back. And I get it. Maybe you bought something that wasn't what you wanted, but it's part of the game. So it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And Richard Chip here throws out a comment out there. Thank you, Richard, one of our members, said try to pack waterproof as much as possible. Again, same thing, if you bubble wrap it well enough, you tape it well enough, you can only control as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a little bit of a like I said, I'm a bubble wrap, I'm going to tape it up, but I can't control if UPS drops it in the river. Right, nothing's going to be that waterproof. Right?
Just don't ship to Florida and it won't get wet.
Yeah.
Shit, I just sent 2 of them to Florida.
Someone else looks like Mike Sullivan. Mike Sullivan, if you go ahead and click on that link, we'll be able to see your name, but you can see right here. He says always.
Yeah, that's a good tip too.
Yeah. If you start to open something up and you notice damage, stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because once you start taking everything out, okay, you got nothing, right? You can send something back to the seller, and the seller goes, like, again, if they're a good seller, they're going to go, I don't care how it was damaged or that it was damaged. They're going to take care of you. But the 1 out of 10 guys, kind of like what he says, you open the box up and you see there's a problem right away, get out your phone, take a video. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. It doesn't matter if you're buying it from someone here or on eBay or wherever. It just, and just understand that, a good seller understands that sometimes things get damaged. I think 9 times out of 10, I would say, unless someone's a kind of a real jerk to me about the way they handle it, I usually refund it back to them or I'll replace it. I'd rather do that than have someone be unhappy. And I know Billy's the same. I know Randy's the same, right?
Yep.
We'd rather be out an extra $30-$40 and have you happy than have you leave and be never come back. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. So, we're going to walk into, we got a kind of a cool segment coming up in just a few minutes. Before we do that though, we do want to do a little bit, talking about some of our, some things that we're excited about coming out. Randy, I think I'm going to kick it over to you. Maybe talk about, there's a couple items that you wanted to talk about. And if anyone has any questions on how they can, to get these from you, throw it out in the comments or they can reach out to you directly.
Absolutely. Obviously, if you guys are toy collectors, you guys all saw the announcement from Sideshow this week. This new Wolverine. I don't know if it's a hot toy. Their website says Hano Studio, which is a company I'm not familiar with. I'm probably gonna have to do a little digging, but the price point's fantastic. These are coming in at $160 retail. I'm taking pre-orders. I'll get some information on the Collector's Castle this week for you guys. I do a 20% non-refundable deposit down now. And then when it comes in, you got about 7 days from me getting it to pay me in full. And then I ship it out for free. All my Sideshow hot toys I ship for free. It's just one of the things I offer, maybe make you think about me before you go through Sideshow. But yeah, this one, kind of a no-brainer. I had people the day after this thing was announced on Sideshow coming to the shop asking if I had it or was taking orders. So I think this is going to be a big one for next year. Obviously, we're getting quite the broad release dates, anywhere between April and September. So look for that one somewhere between spring and winter.
Yeah. I saw this. So when you sent me over your list and I saw this, I'm like, I had not seen the announcement on this. This thing looks,
I think it's beautiful, man.
It's incredible.
Now, can you interchange the head too, Randy? Or
come on, Billy, I'm not that versed yet.
Oh,
honestly,
I'm like Randy knows. He knows the people. That's what I'm like. Maybe he knows the good scoops.
Like, Billy's like, hey, do you know if you could change his costume?
Yeah, I'm like,
do you know if those blue undies come off?
Did you have a little picture of Jean Grey with them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's an awesome looking figure, brother. God.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that one.
Yeah, so if you're interested in something like this, reach out to Randy. Chad has become a hot toy addict, I think, through Randy. and I'm purchased a couple myself with him. He does a fantastic job. And again, nothing beats paying retail and getting free shipping. So
Yeah.
and he works with you. So I mean, I
Oh,
saw
and that's
that.
a comic book background back there as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, it looks
Yeah, I
fantastic.
think it looks awesome.
Gee, man, that's a great.
So
Beautiful.
something else, sir? Kick it over.
Yeah, I think I have a release date for this. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but I think we're looking at sometime early January. Obviously, this is the new Mythic Legions Poxus wave. What more do you say? They're awesome. The Mythic Legions waves they're just the coolest figures. I think this is the Plague wave. I'm not entirely sure. I should have done more research before we did this. But anyway, you can see them up on your screen. The figures are fantastic. They're all going to be instant classics. I take pre-orders for these. I got the whole wave coming in. I think I'm getting at least a case of each of these guys. So I do straight retail. I do free shipping on all my Mythic Legions and my Cosmic Legions. So I'm super excited for this. So you should be too, I guess. But yeah, definitely. If you're not familiar with Mythic Legions, check out the Four Horsemen Studios website. Take a look at the waves. They're really, really, really cool. So I'm really pumped for these. I can't wait.
Yeah, they're really incredible. Billy, I'm going to kick it over to you for a second. You got anything to add for us?
Not so much of pre-orders. I did come across this cool little anime, I guess, wave. It's called a Bastards, I think, from Art FX.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I came up on I guess the 1 through 4 figures. I guess it's a whole set. Beautiful figures.
Mm-hmm.
The boxings were, the packaging, all it's a bit dusty. The guy had it, he just had it stored up. But from the same guy that I've got the Muppet set and the Link, those Adventures of Link, those 2000 Toy Biz Link figures. But that's pretty much it. I haven't really been out. I had to take care of some Christmas shopping and stuff like that this weekend. So I was peaking, but all the money had to go to the kids and stuff like that. But as of that, that's pretty much it, man. Not a whole lot happening over in my neck of the woods. Just those, if you guys want to tune in on Wednesday, again, gonna have crazy deals, and those bastard figures are gonna be up ready to go. And that's pretty much it, guys.
Yeah, and just as a special giveaway for anyone who's watching this live, okay? If you join Billy's live on Wednesday, first person to say that the word podcast, hashtag podcast. So don't trigger it. This is for the people. It's a reward for the people that are in here right now watching this live or even listening back, and they come to your live, and the first person who puts hashtag podcast, I'm going to cover $20 of their order.
Ooh.
All right? Don't tell anyone about it. Don't tell anyone about it. It's a reward. It's a reward if you watch the podcast. All right, you got it, but you got to do that. How do they do it? Hashtag podcast, okay? Otherwise, it don't count. I don't want someone getting credit for just going, "Hey, I heard you were in the podcast the other day." No, hashtag podcast. I'll cover $20 of that bill. Doesn't matter.
You guys heard that?
I don't care if it's a $20 figure. I'll cover $20 of that bill.
You guys heard that? Whoever's in here, come back Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, baby. Ooh-wee.
Oh, Jesus. That doesn't count for you. Okay, look at it. He's already like, yeah. But yeah, want to do that. Before we kick it over to kind of a member spotlight, I'm going to just go through my quick pre-orders. These things, I got these in last week. I've sold a couple of them in my live last weekend. These are incredible. I'm actually not a fan of that He-Man kind of style. I did play with He-Mans when I was a kid. I did play with Mutant Turtles as a kid. But man, oh man, there is something really special about these sets. And they're not even out yet. Entertainment Earth is just deciding to send them to me. So I got a couple more cases coming in that are still open there for people. I'm stashing 2 for myself, just because I think these things are just going to be beautiful. Love them, keep them away, boom, hide them. You know, they look incredible, and I'm just encouraged. And I'm already hearing rumors about some of the vehicle type stuff that they're going to look to be doing.
Hmm.
Kind of a technodrome, skull mountain thing, whatever. Just really cool.
Kyle.
But
when I first heard about these, I wanted to hate these so much. I really did.
I did too.
I would never order them. The idea sounds stupid to me. The figure sounds stupid. And then I saw them on your live the other night and just went, shit. I probably should get some of those for the store.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Like,
there's nothing. They look beautiful. They're incredible. So I mean, it hits that sweet spot for your Motu guy or a turtle guy. I mean, you got both.
Mm.
And they're absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. They're I love them. So this is actually a surprise, excited piece for me. Something else that I think NECA is doing some re-releases of some. I think it's whatever anniversary, 20th anniversary, maybe of the House of 1,000 Corpses. So doing pre-orders on these. These are going to be $30 each. Pretty cool. They're doing sometime in March and April. And then I'm excited about this personally. I love Wolverine. This is just 2 of the 4 that they announced. The other 2 being a Hulk and a Psylocke. But they don't have release dates on these. These are announced for, I think, March and April. I personally love the Brood one. That thing is awesome. We've seen Sabretooths. I think these are just great sets. And these have been really, really popular. A lot of people asking. We're just charging straight retail, just like Amazon and everyone else. So, but they look great. I'm excited about it. So
nice. Hey, Kyle,
they're awesome looking sets.
Those NECA figures you just showed, the House of 1,000 Corpses, $30 for NECA figs?
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's NECA's usually easily $40, let alone, I think these retired versions of these figures aren't they? I think they're well over $100 now.
Oh yeah,
not 200. So finally, finally us poors can have the House of 1,000 Corpses in our collections.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, listen, and again, in any of the stuff that you see, just reach out to us, and we'll put you down for it. I ended up having to go back and order literally 4 more cases of that Sabretooth one. Because so many people they're lining up for it, and I really appreciate that love, because you can go to Hasbro Pulse and buy it. You can go to Amazon, or you can go to Big Bad. Everyone's selling for $50. I really love that I appreciate that love of you bringing it to coming to me and going, hey, I'll order it through you, and you're guaranteed it, right? Because I'm buying it from a distributor. So same thing with Randy. When you do that, you trust in the people that Billy's trusted. We hope that you feel that the sellers here are trusted and will take care of you. So
hey Kyle,
Yeah.
I see a comment over there that they should do the Wolverine versus Predator, like the comics that are running right now, and that's an instant purchase for me. They start doing Wolverine Predator 2-packs.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how you do like a half Hasbro, half NECA set, but I'm in.
You know
Wolverine
what?
Predator figures.
I love that idea so much. I'm actually gonna make some Wolverine versus Predator sets.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way Hasbro and NECA are going to get together and do a collab on it. No way, right? So
Lost opportunity.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to buy a bunch of Predators and a bunch of Wolverines, and I'm going to put together a nice little 2-pack. Maybe we can find a nice little 3D printer to add some stuff. I don't know. If you're reading the comic book is phenomenal. So yeah, I love it. Great call out. All right. So we are about ready for our first, what we're calling member spotlight. And our first member spotlight is one of our own. Is actually our fellow admin Chad. So I'm going to bring Chad back in there. Hey, Chad, how you doing?
Good, Kylie.
How's it going? Member spotlight time. So this is something where we want to do more often, where people can come in and show us your collection. So, Chad, kind of tee it up. Tell me a little bit about your collection. What got you into it? What do you focus on? Your favorite, your rarest. Tell us about your collection.
All right. Well, no really reason to introduce myself. I've already done that, but I'd like to introduce you to the other collector in the home. This is my wife, Amanda. She is actually probably the reason that all this has happened. So, just brief kind of deal. We had just gotten married. She'd bought me a couple things for Christmas that I had to buy one of these little cube units for. Oh, I bought one, and now I've got a bunch. And we just started going out on Saturdays and driving around, going to GameStops, toy stores, Targets, Walmarts, and just toy hunting kind of became our thing. Our first anniversary, we went to MegaCon in Orlando to celebrate and stayed there for 3 days, and then Universal Studios from there. So I mean, really collecting has really been a big part of our marriage. It's really been quality time for us to spend together. Uh, we haven't gotten in too many knockdown, drag out fights over money over it, so we're doing pretty good. But all right, we're gonna get started here, and this is the horror section. This is mostly Amanda's. I have a couple things in here that I kind of claim, but we're gonna start here at the very top. I'll go way over. This is the basically a Tim Burton shelf, one of Amanda's favorites. Good. All right, this is like the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. This is a little bit of a mix of Diamond and NECA. So, okay. I would
And
imagine.
Chad, what's Amanda's favorite piece in here?
I'm almost to it.
All right.
Here, and then we start into the Corpse Bride, and this right here is my wife's grail. Corpse Bride Emily. It was her grail and my nightmare. This was not fun to obtain on eBay. I got sniped on last second bids like 5 times trying to get this thing for her for Christmas that year. But that's her favorite by far and away. And here we got a couple Edward Scissorhands and a couple Beetlejuice figures. And here too is Sleepy Hollow, which is also a Tim Burton thing. And actually, almost every one of these, I think, but this one we actually got from Kyle when we first joined the castle.
Nice.
So, thank you, Kyle. Over here's some more Sleepy Hollow type stuff. This is the Migo Headless Horseman. And this is my last purchase from Randy at 98 Culture. And that was from my wife. That is the Figure Obscura Headless Horseman. And it is absolutely freaking amazing. So, do not sleep on anything from Four Horsemen Studios. Guys, they're absolutely outstanding things. Go down. And this is the Twisted Land of Oz. She found one of these at a toy store in Fredericksburg, and we've actually tracked them all down since, except for Dorothy. So, the only one we're lacking so far, we even managed to get the monkeys. They're usually the hardest ones to get a hold of. And here, this is kind of Amanda's favorite collection, Universal stuff. This is a little bit of a mix. This is the Jada figures. And that is an old McFarlane Dracula. And a couple Migos there in the back. And other stuff here. This is a sideshow piece. This is actually a really neat piece. That actually we got from that color too, I believe, back in the day. Yeah, this is very nostalgic for Amanda. Her grandmother's kind of favorite thing to do was watch the monsters. So she really loves those figures. And actually, kind of promote Kyle a little bit more. every single one of these we had pre-ordered and gotten as soon as they released from Kyle and Max Comics and Toys. He is definitely the man to see about NECA. As long as it's non-exclusive, he can get it for you.
That's so
And I'm
cool.
doing some mostly NECA. That is a sideshow, 6 scale Evil Ash in the background. And Jason collection. Mostly NECA except for that guy, he's a Mesco. And then we got some more others, random NECA. And I have yet to find the Canadian Tuxedo Hopper. So if anyone has the Canadian Tuxedo Hopper, I sure would like to have him. And this is go ahead and give Billy Franco a shout out. I believe one of these I got from him. I'm actually in the market for one more, so I can actually get all 4 head sculpts out there. So
Get to
that's
work,
cool.
Billy.
And this is Kong. This is a little bit of a weird one. This is Mesco. I mean, no, Figure Arts, a Mesco, and the rest of them are NECA. So that's a nice little variety there. And we're going back up, and this is the NECA Universal Horror Collection of hers. We also have Dracula and an accessory set back there. We got the Frankenstein accessory up top. This is the latest
Which
one
brand
we've
are
got.
these?
Do what?
Which brand are these?
NECA.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I bought all these accessories. Actually, I believe almost every one of these we bought from you. I know both accessory sets definitely came from you, and we actually got that from you about a month ago.
Nice.
That's the latest one.
Those accessory sets are pretty wild. You know, I like to do that.
They make great display pieces, and honestly, the backgrounds make really good photo backgrounds too. So. And on to what has, like I heard Kyle tell y'all that I have become addicted to Hot Toys. So this is also a mutual collection. We'll start over here with Amanda's side, kinda. Her big thing is the Mando, and her favorite Star Wars character is Ahsoka. You have the Mando Grogu Deluxe. That was her first Hot Toy. And then there's the Ahsoka that is impossible to get your hands on currently. Down here, you have the that was the Comic-Con exclusive armor, but thanks to COVID, there was no Comic-Con, so Sideshow had a ton of those for sale. You got that as a really good price. That's an Axe Wolf from Mando. And we have IG, and then this is the last Hot Toy I have purchased, and it actually came from Randy. Cad Bane. Not my personal figure of the year per se, but as far as figures quality wise I've seen this year, hands down, this is your figure of the year.
Wow.
It is fantastic.
And kind of down here's a little bit of Marvel stuff we have. Mysterio and Spider-Man, both from Far From Home. The head sculpt on Tubby on him is phenomenal. And this guy here is just bravo. It's one of the coolest figures in the collection, really. And then over here we have a little bit of Cap stuff. My Cap Hot Toy, that was my first Hot Toy. We actually, the day I approached Amanda with, hey, Sideshow has these payment plans. Can I get a Cap? Only if I can get a Mando. Okay. This is a band. I really like this guy. He was probably the first, $100 plus figure I ever bought. He's a really cool figure too. And then start up here with my current obsession, clones. Clone Wars, Bad Batch, anything clones. So these are the Bad Batch collections, Hunter and Crosshair and Echo. And I have already talked to Mr. Randy about obtaining the other two, Wrecker and Tech, when they released, February or March, right?
I think I just got an email from Sideshow that Wrecker is getting ready to process.
Wow. There you go.
So it looks like Wrecker's coming early.
All right. Yeah, my wife's getting ready to choke me with the electric cord. Oh, good though. And honestly, my favorite, my figure of the year, he didn't come out this year, but I obtained him this year, and that's Anakin Skywalker. It was actually the one I was the least interested in. The last of the Clone Wars figures I bought, and I was a moron. As soon as I opened the box, wow, he is hands down just phenomenal. No complaints.
Excellent.
And there's my boy, Captain Rex, and Jesse. Jesse, I would probably say was probably number 2 figure of your year. He is really, really well done. Actually, you kind of see right there, they actually did a better job with Jesse than they did with Captain Rex. So. And then here is Clone Wars Ahsoka. This would be the only figure that we would fight over. She says it's hers. I say it's mine. Here we have, this is actually the 501st Deluxe. He came with a 501st Phase 2 and Phase 1 and also the 332nd. So I got him posed right now with the 332nd. And then there is Darth Maul, who's, I mean, guys, they're hot toys. They're amazing. So we're going over here, and this is the Black Series collection. And this has been my current thing for about a year now. I actually sold my Marvel collection to fund all of this. These are my clones. The big thing is, really, I can tell you about my collection is I am only missing 3 Black Series clones ever made. 2 of them are Christmas Troopers, and one of them is in a 4-pack that I'm not paying $200 for. So I'll just live without it. It's all good. But yep.
Favorite clone trooper in there?
Yeah. For some reason, we got to watching Clone Wars because she got into Ahsoka, and yeah, honestly, guys, I could really care less about the Jedi aspect of that show. I am absolutely obsessed with clones. So, and the 501st is definitely my favorite, as you can tell. So, little shout out to a group member, John Luke Hawk. There's a custom snow gear Captain Rex. And actually, I was so impressed with him that I actually had commissioned him to do me a 501st Commando Trooper. And then he had this guy, his eBay store. I went ahead and grabbed him too. So, yeah, he's in the group. Reach out to him. He does exceptional work.
He's actually talking right now about how some of those look familiar to him. So,
yes, and he is one very talented artist with Clone Troopers. Actually, he posted one a couple of days ago. I commented like, "Man, you have actually outdone yourself again. He gets better every single time."
Wow, that's incredible. I love it.
We might have to have him on the show sometime if he's up for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree 100% on that one.
Or shoot, if he wants to do a collection tour, I'd love to see a studio tour of how you make a custom Black Series figure.
I've already discussed that with him, man. I'm on it. I'm on it.
All right.
I'm on it. All right.
Calm down, Randy.
Moving down to the rest of my Clone Wars collection. This is like the Jedi. So these are probably the only 2 I ever spent $50 for. The rest of them I've managed to stay under that amount, but yeah, those 2 I could not accomplish that feat. But $50 for those 2 is actually a really good deal. But I got Louis versions in the back. But I really dig the Kit Fisto, and I really wish they would make a Clone Wars of him, but that's all good. We'll move over here to the flankers. Yeah, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought somebody was trying to talk.
Nope,
this is the Separatist, Dooku Saj, and I'm quietly starting a little army of battle droids. So there's my 3 Grievuses in the back. And over here we got just other secondary Clone Wars characters. She'll just have to stay down. Honestly, unless I'm just missing something, I don't think I'm missing any figure that is actually labeled Clone Wars currently. So that's my big feat. In fact, I didn't own a single one this time last year. So.
Well, that is a seriously impressive collection of clone troopers. I've never seen better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, this is probably the last collection that we started. Like, I know what, I'm gonna track all the Rebels figures down. We went to a toy show and walked out of there with every single one but Chopper. So that was hard to do. We have a couple of the Ahsoka figures in the back. For some reason, she's not really been too warm on those. So that's all I got currently. And now on to Amanda's part of the Black Series collection. And actually, she was the first to collect Star Wars. She's the one that kind of dragged me into it. And that, Mando. This is our Mando collection. The only one that's not Black Series, that's a figure arts. And that's one of those Bandai, whatever, something nation. I can't pronounce that word. We'll try. I get some other secondary figures. This one took me a little while to find at a decent price, but I finally got her in the collection. And here we have just the Mandalorians. And these are all troopers from the Mando series. This is one of our favorites in that collection. That's just, he's really cool. And moving on down to just some random Jedis that I picked up along the way. Of course, the Ahsokas are Amanda's big thing. And there's the Vader collection. I'm kind of a big Vader guy. Every time I buy one, I promise my wife that I will not buy another Vader, and then they come out with another cool one. And here we are with a bunch of Vaders.
I love that. I love the white costume Vader.
I call him the Klansman Vader.
Okay, great.
Now you ruined it.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Oh, that's why
Actually,
you like it so much, huh, Kyle? Gotcha.
this is the last one I've gotten. That's the Target exclusive, like, duels in from Obi-Wan. That's a really good figure. There's a Black Series. I mean, a Black Series, a hot toy coming out of that, Randy. Hint,
Hint, hint, I might know how to get one for you.
No, Randy.
Well, if I hear Amanda there in the background, Chad, I have a custom Hunter helmet replica autographed by D. Bradley Baker, JSA certified, just asking to be under your Christmas tree this year.
Keep on asking.
Man, I'm telling you, this group is ran by enablers, people. So this is actually Mando's little Bubba collection. She had, of course, Book of Boba Fett was pretty much Mando season 2.5. Tickle because she had never watched Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. She watched them after the fact. She was pretty tore up that Boba was a bad guy. I was like, oh God.
Wait, he is?
This kind of like, this is my gaming greats collection. I actually have more. I actually just kind of took out, kind of thinned it out. It wouldn't look too crowded inside there, but these are kind of the latest ones I've got. And these are both exceptional figures. Actually, I've got both from Cal too. So, I believe. And here I got a couple cool little clones as well. That Doom right there is amazing. And another plug for our custom buddy in the group. He has a sick Doom that he just finished up a couple of weeks ago at his eBay store. So you guys should definitely go check that out. And it's Captain Rex. He was kind of hard to find, but glad to have him in the collection. I'm only really missing the Commander Thorn to have those wrapped up. He's the one on my bounty list post. A couple of little cool 375 I picked up along the way. And the one thing clone that actually is not mine. That is my wife's clone helmet. She, once again, Ahsoka everything. That's all right, because I believe Mr. Randy's got me a Captain Rex coming in March.
Yeah, are we supposed to talk about that?
I mean, I might as well let her know now. This is from the Mando series. Honestly, I walk into Ollie's and it was $30, and I said, "What the hell? I will definitely buy that for $30."
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's pretty much all I'm going to show for the time being. Believe it or not, the Lego wall is the opposite and is just as much and just as packed as this one. We're going to show that off a little bit closer to the Lego contest. So.
Absolutely.
I like it. Very impressive, Chad. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so, any members out there, right? If you are interested in, wanting to do a member a collection spotlight, just reach out to one of us. We had a couple other people who've reached out who've said like, I would love to do it. I think we're going to probably start with, break the ice ourselves so you guys can kind of get a feel of the rhythm, and we'll go from there. But, great first collection reveal. It's some incredible pieces in there. Absolutely incredible pieces. So, yeah, very great job. Great job. I'll give you a second to go ahead and get yourself resituated. If it's okay, I'm gonna. I think we wanted to, as we're kind of wrapping up here, and with the holidays and Christmas so close here, Randy, would you want to talk about some, talk a little bit about some favorite Christmas toy or story or?
Sure. When you kind of gave us a little heads up that you wanted to do this segment, my first thought was, I can't really remember any single toy. I was never like a G.I. Joe or Star Wars kid that got the flag or anything like that, but I never really wanted them. And, I think my parents always kind of got me what worked. And it was, I don't remember being disappointed or anything like that. But what I do distinctly remember is about 10 years ago, I was in my 30s and my mom had come up to visit and I was talking about vintage video games. And she said, oh, yeah, when the original Nintendo came out, your grandma and grandpa wanted to buy you the original Nintendo for the first Christmas it came out. And we were like, no, 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 you can't get that for them. They don't need that. And that was the worst feeling ever. Like I could have in 1985 or 86 when that came out had a Nintendo, like all the cool kids that got Nintendos. And here I am in my 30s and my mom's finally letting this dark family secret escape that lo and behold, I was going to get a Nintendo the first year they came out. And her and my dad said, no chance. I think I probably got a bike or a remote control car that year, but it could have been a Nintendo. It's haunted me ever since, honestly.
Wow. What about you, Chad? Any Christmas toy or story you want to reflect on?
Yeah, actually, when I first jumped on, I heard him talk about Nintendo, and I was like, man, he stole mine. But mine is the year that I got my Nintendo.
Oh, see, now we're just gonna rub it in. Great. Good for all you kids who got Nintendos. Hope you had fun.
I remember getting a Nintendo when it first came out too.
Man, I honestly, I can remember this morning probably better than I can remember this morning in my head. Christmas Day, 1987. I remember turning the corner. My mom and dad made it a big spectacle. Santa Claus had come and put all the toys out. So I turned the corner, and the first thing I saw was that Mario Duck Hunt screen on the TV, and I, just about lost my crap. Just like, oh my God. And the thing about that gift is it really changed things, I think, for me. I've played every close relationship, friendship I've ever had with someone has usually started with us hanging out playing video games. Jack Burton's still in the chat. He is one of the best people I've ever met. One of my best friends now. We met when we were working at the game store together. Had mom and dad not bought me that Nintendo and set me in that path of loving video games, I may have never met Matt or a lot of other people that I've met along the way in that particular hobby. In fact, that's what I collected before Amanda kind of got us into the toy thing. But yeah, far and away. Like I said, I really can't remember what happened last Christmas, but I can remember every single thing about that. So, that's mine.
Yeah, Chad, that first year the Nintendo came out changed my life too. I spent a lot more time at the neighbor kid's house from that on.
Yeah. I got two quick stories. I'll keep them quick, right? One's toy related, one's not, right? So Max Toys and Comics obviously built upon memory of my dad, right? One of the best gifts I've ever gotten was my wife took my dad's signature from a card and had it put onto an ornament that says "Love, Dad." Right, best gift, hands down, to this day. No gift will ever come anywhere closer to that ornament. Number one gift of my life.
That's awesome.
Christmas story. Here's a great Christmas story about my folks. Right, so they always let us open up something Christmas Eve. Right, oh, you get to pick something, and then Santa would bring the rest the next day. Right, and I was a big, I mean, I love toys and the Nintendo and all that stuff, but I was also a comic guy. And I don't know if you guys remember that Marvel used to come out with the Marvel Masterworks. Remember those? So that the first Marvel Masterworks they did was like Fantastic Four 1 through 20 or something like that. And they were hardcover books. And it was just reprints of them. And they were really, really kind of cool. Maybe it was the first 10 issues or something. I really wanted them. But they were like, I think I want to say at the time it might have been like $50 or like $30 or something like that. I mean, like we're talking like 85, 88, right? Really wanted it. And was so disappointed because I'm like, I didn't see it, couldn't get it, didn't get it. And of course, typical kid, right? What do you do? What did you do when you were a kid, right? You go over there, you pick up the gifts, you shake it, you give it a little push. Does it feel like it's clothing? You throw it over there, right? So, so I did that. I go through all my stuff. I didn't get my Marvel Masterworks, but I got a lot of great stuff, so I was happy. So then I go, well, okay, I got the clothes left, so let's see what I got. And in a clothing box, stuffed in a clothing, were 2 of the Marvel Masterworks. And if that made I can't even tell you a single thing I got that rest of that Christmas, except that I got those 2 Marvel Masterworks that were in a t-shirt box. So that's my all-time favorite gift and all-time favorite Christmas story. So
those are really great. Really great.
Yeah. Well, we probably will not be here, guys, next week or the following week. Not sure what our schedule is going to look like. So we might not be doing another podcast until after the first of the year. But we'll plan something, maybe we'll do something to do a full kind of rollout with the new logo and the kind of the new castle. But, I think we at the castle, there's been, we're just really, really, really excited. Like overall excited about the feel in it. I feel a joy back with, being here again. And I think we all just wanted to thank you, all the members, and just kind of close out with a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, however you celebrate out there. We appreciate you making this your home and coming and checking us all out. So I just wanted to say, we're grateful, and Merry Christmas to you all, and Merry Christmas to you and Randy and Chad, and I think Billy had to drop. So, he probably's found a lot of old spawns that no one's seen for 25 years. He just happened to find some guy on the side of the road who happens them and they're in mint condition. I want to say thank you to you guys. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to both of you.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget, go sub. You're in for your chance to win the polybag set.
Yep. And
do what Chad down there said. Go check out the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe.
There you go. I think I got it right.
Subscribe. Aren't you supposed to be like the like and subscribe? I don't. It's because it's like double backwards. I don't know.
But all you got to do to be part of it is go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, send a picture of it to Chad, and you're in.
And vote on the set.
And,
Vote on the Lego set for us and the logo.
Yeah.
Get involved.
Get involved. We appreciate y'all. Take care.
No, you're not.
Wash your hair. Later, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.